है सर, और यहाँ टाटा ग्रुप की बहुत बड़ी बड़ी कंपनी है, तो उनका क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट कैसे करेंगे इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में सक्सेस हो जाता है?
Actually, I never worked for Tatas, but I feel Tatas are not companies, they are state of mind. And that has not happened by an accident. I remember a quote given by J.R.D. Tata, who is the greatest hero in my view in Indian industry, is the most greatest icon, was conferred Bharat Ratna. If you remember, he started Air India only with 4 persons, and he was one of them as the pilot. JRD once told, one must forever strive for excellence or even perfection in any task, however small, and never be satisfied with the second best. This is not a statement. This is not simply a quote. This is the philosophy he lived all his life. You remember after the Air India, which the Tatas actually owned, was taken over and nationalized, JRD gave his free service part of the day without any remuneration at all, because it's close to heart. I'm very happy that it has come back to the Tatas again. I feel there is a growth opportunity. We live in Middle East and many other countries I've traveled throughout the globe. There is no big brand that India is sending. It's very painful actually. Excepting Tatas, we don't have many other brands. There are other small brands, big names in India, but did not make that big. For example, L&T is there and few other companies are there. But by far, Tatas are the biggest name, and we are in Jamshedpur. In fact, I can see the reflection of their philosophy in entire Jamshedpur. You can see from the cleanliness, you can see from the way the city is maintained, quality, the touch of class is everywhere. So I feel to work with the Tatas will elevate the standard of the local organizations. And each one's performance will accumulate together to make Tata's product also better. Therefore, we can create bigger brands and make this name world-class compared to any other big brands by only deployment of quality. There is no other way. Unquestionable commitment to quality. So what I feel that each company must adopt the principles of ISO standard in its entirety wholeheartedly. The benefits are bound to come. No shortcut should be taken, and the benefit is going to come in very short time. There are many studies conducted worldwide, and what is proven, each ISO certified companies have made higher profit, have higher sales, and lesser cost. Their cost has dropped down. These are the 3 things each good organizations benefited from. So I am a strong promoter. I love to call myself a quality mentor, and my commitment to Indians and Indian organizations are unshakable. Whatever I can do and whatever capacity I can do, I'll be more than happy to assist. And that's what my commitment that I would like to commit now.
सर, आपने कितने कंपनी को नेशनल इंटरनेशनल में सर्टिफिकेट दिया है सर? कोई टॉप 1 कंपनी के 2-4 कंपनी के नाम है तो बताइए सर.
I have audited more than a few hundred companies and trained more than few thousands auditors across the globe. So I have students from India, I have students from Middle East, I have students from US, UK, Italy, France, Koreas. So in fact, I have students, those who have attended our program from at least 40 countries in the world. And we are rated to be one of the best. In fact, my company, TCB, is one of the less than 100 company in the whole world who has got this accreditation, or we call it approval. With this approval, we can offer training and certification that is recognized all over the world. And these trainings are best in class that makes capable people to deliver better results.
आज हमारे साथ मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर है, TCB कंपनी है, और हमारे साथ है MS रॉय जी, तो सर से बात करते हैं कि सर यहाँ के बहुत प्रोडक्ट है जो टाटा मोटर, टाटा स्टील से रिलेटेड प्रोडक्ट बनाते हैं, तो आपका जो गाइडलाइंस है वह कितना फायदेमंद होगा उनको इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में जाने के लिए?
Thank you for calling me and giving me a chance to talk on this very important subject. Indian industry has come a long way. We are producing a lot of things today which we are not producing, but we are not competitive in many products compared to many other competing countries, for example, China. One of the most significant observation that I have is चाइना का प्रोडक्ट बहुत सस्ता है, मगर चाइना का जो प्रोडक्ट क्वालिटी is doubtful in many cases. There are many good products, many bad products. So there is no consistency. So चाइना का वो रेपुटेशन नहीं है कि चाइना का माल अच्छा ही होगा, जिस तरह के जापान का है. जापान का सामान अच्छा ही होगा. It is actually considered to be true. But this is not the situation for Chinese product. So Chinese economy is big. They are making big products. There are good products, bad products, mixed products. So we have to take that advantage कि अपना product अगर unquestionably अच्छा हो, कि this is an Indian product and it cannot be defective, and if it is competitive, then we have got a great market opportunity within our country as well as international market. For that we have to produce good quality product, zero defect product, जो हमारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी जी और हमारा जो सिस्टम है, our country is demanding or promoting Z, zero defect products. इसका बहुत अच्छा असर पड़ेगा ये कि आप अगर ज़ीरो डिफेक्ट प्रोडक्ट बनाते हो, आपका रिजेक्शन ना हो, सो अपने आप प्रोडक्ट कॉस्ट ऑप्टिमाइज्ड हो जाएगा. मतलब you can have a better quality product at a lesser price, then you can be competitive in domestic as well as international market. So we have to really focus on how to improve our product quality to make them most reliable. There is no doubt that this product has to be good only, and this will be delivered on time. For that, we need systematic application of quality management system in accordance with ISO 9000 standard. If we can truly implement, our country has got a huge opportunity and no one can stop us.
बहुत सा सर्टिफिकेट आपका इंफॉर्मेशन से, ISO 9000, IOC 14, सर ये सब क्या सर्टिफिकेट है और ये कितना इम्पोर्टेंट है, क्या क्या है, उसके बारे में थोड़ा डिटेल अगर शॉर्ट में बताएंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा.
Thank you for this question. It's a very important question. ISO 9001 is for quality management. In a brief way to say, you have got a system which will prompt the organization to identify what customer needs. Customer को क्या चाहिए, और इसी तरह आप प्रोडक्ट को डिज़ाइन करेंगे, फ्लॉलेसली मैन्युफैक्चर करेंगे, टेस्टिंग करेंगे एंड डिलीवर इट टू कस्टमर. तो दिस इज अ सिस्टम बाय विच कस्टमर ट्रूली फील्स कॉन्फिडेंस कि हमारे पास जो सामान आएगा वो रिलायबल ही होगा एंड इट विल हैव द डिजायर्ड लेवल ऑफ क्वालिटी जो उनको चाहिए. So ISO 9000 is a quality management system standard that will ensure that your company can truly produce, if you truly follow the system, defect-free product as per customer requirement that enhances customer confidence, and that's the ingredient for business. Now, ISO 14000 is for environmental management system. So while we are producing something, we produce waste also. There are a lot of aspects associated with our activities. So environment management system demands that you have a system and policy that the organization cause least harm to the environment. Harm तो होगा, काम अगर करेंगे, प्रोडक्शन अगर होगा, अब अगर पेट्रोलियम प्रोडक्ट कोल एक्सप्लोर करेंगे, देयर विल बी सम इम्पैक्ट इन द एनवायरनमेंट. यू कैन नॉट स्टॉप इट. So ISO 14001 standard demands that organization maintains a sustainable approach के we will not for in today's greed के काल को पूरा बर्बाद कर दे. Tomorrow there is nothing left for our next generation. We damage the environment in such a way that our environment is changed irreversibly tomorrow. That cannot happen. So ISO 14001 demands that you produce you manage your business in such a way that you cause least harm to the environment. And ISO 45000 is a standard for occupational health and safety. मान लीजिए एक कंपनी में काम हो रहा है और इतना अनसेफ तरीके से काम हो रहा है, किसी का हाथ टूट गया, पैर टूट गया, ये एक्सीडेंट से कोई मर गया, so you cannot give back to the life to the person again. और we work in a situation जिसमें हमारा long term harm हो जाए health के लिए. When you are retiring, you are spending all your lives earning into medicine because you have caused irreversible damage to your health. So 45,000 standard demands that you have a system where the organization is giving a safe and healthful place of work for the people. So when we are producing, we have to see that हमारा जो employee है सुरक्षित रहे और हम environment को कम से कम damage करें. इसी तरह 3 systems are complementing each other. See, if we do not protect our environment, that will cause our health a big issue, and tomorrow you will suffer from health, so you cannot go and work. So these are all related to health and safety as well. So environment has got direct impact on our health, and for today and for our posterity and for tomorrow's future. Therefore, we have to have a system by which we produce product that will meet the customer requirement today and tomorrow, and that is assured, that is coming from ISO 9000 standard. And if you truly have, there should not be any shortcuts. We should adopt ISO in a true spirit, and that will benefit your organization for sure. Any organization to become great, you have to have a skillful and pious deployment of ISO 9001 standard. Your organization will reap huge benefit from this. If you take a shortcuts, if you somehow manage it to show the people without maintaining a proper system, your organization will never become a great organization and never get the benefit of ISO 9000 standard. That's what is the important.
हमारे देश की इंडस्ट्री है वह ये सब सर्टिफिकेट लेने में इतने पीछे क्यों है?
Actually, if you see, the number of certification in India is quite high. But the biggest problem is, I will have to be very honest, that there are many certification are ill-gotten certification. इनको पता ही नहीं कि क्या है. Some greedy certification bodies, some greedy consultants have ruined such a wonderful subject, wonderful system that can be beneficial for the employees. So कुछ भी नहीं है, proper system नहीं है, but certification is there. So people think ISO means a piece of certification, and we have ruined the whole system, the whole integrity of the certification, and organization never got any benefit. So it became just a piece of certification that you hang on the wall, which made no difference before getting the certification or after getting the certificate, because you have never applied it to the right spirit. Now, it's not difficult to implement, and it is not impossible to implement. It requires some amount of good guidance, and Government of India has got incredible opportunity giving to the small micro industries, MSME that we call. Even there are some scheme that Z certification, if it is granted to a body, to an organization, they can get some grant from Government of India. इनको शायद पता नहीं है कि MSME के लिए 2 या 5 लाख तक ग्रांट मिल सकता है जो कंपनीज are Z certified. Z का मतलब है zero defect, zero effect. So Government of India is supporting MSME जो खुद शायद afford नहीं कर पाएंगे कि आप लोग अच्छा system अप्लाई करिए. That will help you to achieve zero defect product जो आपका ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए फ़ायदेमंद होगा, आपका कंपनी के लिए अच्छा होगा. And Government of India is giving I think some around 2 lakhs plus to upgrade the system, if you have to buy machinery and equipment and all that, there are further grants given. So to an extent of 5 lakhs can be received by the MSMEs, provided you have a good system and you produce zero defect. Fayda kya hoga? There will be an industrial revolution. See, our PM has given a big thought about it. For the first time, I've heard a prime minister in India is calling produce zero defect product, make in India, skill India, and export for the world. कि हम लोग विश्व गुरु बनेंगे. You produce in India, zero defect product, deliver on time. We have got so much of employment opportunities. 140 crore people is a big liability for a country, and these 140 people can become the greatest opportunity and resource for us to produce. So all is needed. How do you direct this human resource to produce and make our country a spectacularly different country? So we have this opportunity, we have the knowledge, we have the honesty, and I think we can collectively guide MSMEs to reap those benefits and go for a skillful deployment of ISO 9000 standard, ISO 14000 standard, 45000 standard, which will make the organization reputable, safe, and environment friendly, and that's what we need.
सर, आपकी जो कंपनी है जो जिस प्रकार से सर्टिफिकेट दे रही है, और विश्व में कितनी कंपनी है और क्यों आपके पास आए?
Okay. First of all, there are many companies doing it. There are many good companies and many bad companies. Now, many of the MSMEs or many organizations do not possibly understand how ISO can give benefit. What they feel that ISO will help us to get an export order. ISO is a certification that gives, it's like a passport. It's not a visa. If you have a passport, you can possibly deal with a customer. They can send you an inquiry. They can place an order. But if your quality is not good, next time you kill your future opportunities. So ISO 9000 certification, just ill-gotten, somehow if you get it, it can give you one-time opportunity. It's like camouflaging that I don't have a good system, but you show that I have got a system. By it is a kind of a deception. You are actually deceiving the customer who trusts that this company has got a certification, so that should be a good company. But if you apply ISO properly, you can genuinely become a good company, and this will be reflected in your product and services, and that's the ingredient for business. So if you have got a good certificate, you will get an opportunity to participate, and then you produce good quality product and supply to the customer. Your business will be, for continuously, you can get the product, and that will ensure a business continuity. So what we are trying to do is give a right message that ISO is really good for your company. This is not difficult to get. ISO will make sure your company's profitability will grow. There'll be some amount of cost, but the benefit will be so much that the cost is going to be far more or less than the benefit that you get. And by doing so, your company will become sustainable. Your company will have future business opportunities intact. And just imagine, a lot of companies are dealing with Tatas. Now, the buyer of a Tata car does not know where this small component is coming from. So it is reflecting the image of Tatas. So if a company's component is failing, which is a part of a Tata motor car, tomorrow this guy is going to lose his job. So therefore, unless you have got an unquestionably reliable product, your business is not assured. A certification is not going to help you. Certification only will help you when you have received it in right spirit. You have got a great system which will produce zero defect product. And even if it is not zero defect, if there is a defect, you can immediately identify and you correct it before it goes to the customer. So the system will ensure a defective product does not go to the customer. So whatever customer is getting is the right product. If there are 3 defective products, out of 10, customer will get those 7 good products. But it's not good for your company because you have made 3 defective products and those will cost you. And that cost has to be burdened by the 7, so price is going to go up. So if you make all 10 good products, your total cost will come down. Therefore, your product will be more competitive in the market. So ISO will help you to become more competitive and your product will be more preferable at a lesser cost. That's what Japan did. That's why Japan's product are so good, but economically cheaper than many other European products. And that's how Japan has become Japan today. So my message to the organizations is take ISO seriously. ISO was introduced in UK in 80s to make sure that the UK, which lost the market completely, comes back and develops a system that will ensure the product that comes out from an organization is really good, and that will be something that the customer is looking for, and that will ensure the organizations are getting benefit. And if all organizations in a country get the benefit, the country gets the benefit. Imagine a system that's what I am trying to do. That's my, for last 10 years, in November, on second Thursday of November, is celebrated worldwide as World Quality Day. I celebrated, promote a lot of events for last 15 years in Middle East and in India to promote quality as the driver for organizational success. My mission is making India a quality nation. As a quality professional, with all honesty and integrity, I would try to dedicate, help organizations, people, even the students or those who have not got the job. These trainings will help them to develop their competence to do something great for the organization. So this will benefit our young entrepreneurs, young engineers, young professionals to do a job better. To make a better organization will get benefit, and collectively all organization will make sure that our country has got an image. See, one or two good companies like Tata's and few other good companies will not make any big difference in the name of India as a quality nation. All companies must have a basic minimum standard that it is an Indian product, it cannot be a faulty product. The day we achieve this status, we have achieved something. I would feel that whatever we learned, with all honesty and integrity, if we can achieve this state, then we have done something that we can be proud of. Trust me, I do believe right now is the time that our country is promoting Make in India, Skill India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, Stand Up India. All these schemes are aimed at one thing: मेक इंडिया ए क्वालिटी नेशन.
ये सर्टिफिकेट लेने के लिए क्या कोई भी सेक्टर ले सकते?
इनफैक्ट ISO is a very good question actually. ISO can be applied in any type of industry, regardless of, embrace the whole world as one family. And if you look at, we are talking about one nation. ये जो theory है, ये कोई कहने की बात नहीं. This is a fundamental philosophy that is ingrained in our tradition in India. We do not consider a visitor in our premises as just a visitor. We consider them like भगवान जैसा मानते हैं कि अतिथि देवो भव. No other country in the world has ever even thought in that direction, that the visitor should be considered like God. So that is the spirit of our hospitality. And if you see, hospitality is a big industry in India. God has granted us huge amount of land, beautiful variety of landscape. We have got the highest mountain, ice-covered mountain, we have got desert, we have got plain, we have got rivers, we have got, the longest sea coastline a country has got. So we have got all ingredients to invite people from the world. All we need is to create. See, one thing is great. I would like to give the full credit to Modi ji for one thing. People ridiculed him in the beginning. He was making toilets. Yes. He was saying Swachh Bharat. He started brooming the roads. When I come to this place, Jamshedpur, I took a lot of pictures at night when I was coming, sent to my wife, that see what a clean place we are in. There is not a small piece of paper lying anywhere. That's true Swachh Bharat. You feel so good. So Swachh Bharat is not a call. It's not a lip service. It's a big mission to give Indian and India a clean image that this is a country of civilized people. They keep their city clean. And that's the first ingredient for any visitor to come to our country. Imagine millions of people are coming and millions of people are seeing darts, and millions of people every day will say India is a dirty country. Is it the country you should be proud of? You can think of. So Swachh Bharat is not a call. It's a mission to give India an image to the world that we are a civilized nation, that we were, we are, and we will be. Therefore, this itself will create ingredient for foreigners to visit us. Our natural resources, our hospitality industry can apply ISO. Every hotel, big hotels will have good system because they are driven by professional. They have got resources. Today we can have a homestay. A person having a small house, one room is free, and they can offer it and give the taste and local flavor and keep the house so clean that somebody can come and stay, and that could be an earning. So if they understand the principle of hospitality, they can apply the principles. They need not be certified to ISO 9000, but they can adopt the principles and apply it for their good. Now, if some visitor is coming and they come to a place and they got a spectacular experience, imagine the amount of visitors can fly to India and the contribution they can make to our economy. So, and for that, all you need is good road, clean place, and good hospitality. Rest God has given us. Industry we have to make. There is a lot of investment to be made, but our nature has given the infrastructure for hospitality industry. This is first. So I should say there must be a call that visit India, like Make in India is a slogan. We can ask, we can invite people. If you remember, Modi ji has in one of the foreign trip told, "Aap पांच फ्रेंड्स को बुलाइए कि हमारा कंट्री में आ जाइए." सो यू हैव डन ए ग्रेट जॉब एज ब्रांड एम्बेसडर टू इंडिया. हमें एडवर्टाइजमेंट की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगा. सो वी ऑल एनआरआईज, all Indians, whoever we are, if we invite 5 of our friends, imagine the amount of people can come. But they have to get a spectacular experience in our country that we have gone to India. What a country. What lovely people they are. It might not be rich, but it is clean. It is best way that they invite people. That feeling is important. And we were giving it. We are there to give it. So hospitality industry can have ISO. Hospitals can have ISO. Manufacturing sector can have ISO. Even education sector. There is sector specific standard. And I tell you one thing, which is very interesting. A national government can apply ISO. There is a standard how a national government can apply ISO, and the national government has a lot of objectives, and that there is a sector specific standard. And I personally feel, looking at the activities of Modi ji as the PM, there are a lot of activities, lot of projects that are coming up, where, for example, Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao is a national objective. So these kind of things can be objective of a government. सबका घर में पानी हो, बिजली हो, सबका घर में कोई माँ ये do not suffer from the fuel cannot cook properly. That should not be the case in a modern India. So these look small, but these are big thing for an average person. These are national objectives. So a government, national government, can have policies and objectives where the government itself can apply ISO 9000 standard. A new education policy. New education policy has come with a lot of thoughts. We have not been taught the true history of our country. We were not learning that is applied today. Our system teaches us a lot of things, but we still lack practical skill of doing things right. Therefore, the new education policy that was launched was aimed to direct our people, our students, to learn the practical skill, so that whatever we are learning in the education, in our schools and colleges, can be directly applied. So it is application oriented. So these are kind of national objectives that the present government is coming up with. And we as individual professional, you are media person, have to take this message to the people that here is an infrastructure created, here is an environment created that is the greatest enabler. If this is not the time, you never get a better time than this. This is the time to dive in. One of the reason I am coming and trying to do this is I feel there's an inner call. What I have done is possibly minuscule. I don't feel that we have done anything for the country to any scale that is creditable. And on the other hand, our Prime Minister and other the leaders of the country is making so much of significant contribution and giving a call. And whatever capacity we have, if we can give back a little bit to the society and collectively, that would be a great work for the motherland. That's what is the driving force. So if someone wants to reach me, I've got one email address. That is enough. Wherever I am, I can be reached with my email address, and I generally respond within a couple of hours. So if anyone needs any of my help and assistance, I would say assistance. Helping is a very arrogant word. I would like to say I can support or I can assist in achieving the organization's goals by supporting them with proper knowledge, whatever I have, to create a better organization and better India, if you would like to call it.
Give me the office address, mail ID, and India and abroad phone number. Is explained my viewer and all customer and all future economic growth.
Okay.
System.
Yeah. I am reachable on LinkedIn. My organization is TCB Cert Worldwide. So if anyone searches tcbkf.com, they find me. They can search my name in LinkedIn, they can reach me. As such, my location, where most of the time I spend, is in Kuwait. So my telephone number is
India.
in India. I am available. Now WhatsApp made is quite possible. So one number is all is needed, and one email is all that anyone needs. So if I get it immediately, I'll be able to respond back. Maybe physically I cannot come, but now it is quite possible to remotely also work. Virtual reality has become a true reality. We can, from a distance as well, support them. Wherever physical presence is required, I can be here. We can collect few of the MSMEs together, and we can make a cluster and support them together. The whole idea is giving a solution that suits them, that they can afford. And Government of India has got a lot of schemes. They can take the benefit which they might not be aware of. And once they take it, it will be benefiting everyone in the process. The people will get the benefit, organization, and our nation. And that is the call of our country's leadership. Yes, my mobile number is +965 666 12796, which is a Kuwait number. And in India, I am reachable at +91 9874 72 8148. So +91 9874 72 8148. This is my Indian number. The best way to reach me is by email, and we are quite visible. TCBKF.com. TCBKF stands for TCB Knowledge Factory. So if you search this, I should be reachable without any trouble, and I should be able to respond back to the people who seeks my help.
एडी लाइव का वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए। एडी लाइव की पूरी टीम की ओर से सभी को धन्यवाद। जोहार।